Hi, I'm Lucinda Coleman. I head up the business recovery and insolvency team here at Francis Clark, and today really I just wanted to give you some top tips of the things that you should be thinking about with your business. There are lots of reasons why businesses get into financial difficulty. It could be a one-off problem like you've suffered a bad debt, or it could be a more systemic problem where perhaps your costs have increased, energy costs have gone up significantly, or perhaps because of the cost of living crisis your customers are not coming in and spending as much money. The key reason why a business goes into formal insolvency is usually that they run out of cash, and therefore it's really important that you understand your cash position, and I would suggest that you prepare a daily cash flow forecast. And what that daily cash flow forecast will show is your income from your customers, so map out the dates that you expect your customers to pay you, and then your expenditure. When do you owe your suppliers that money? When have you got to pay the VAT? When is your wages date? And actually see where you might have any pinch points, and actually by identifying those pinch points early on you'll be able to manage them more easily. And that might be going to one of your suppliers and explaining to them that there'll be a short delay on payment to them, and it might be a bigger issue where you go to HMRC and arrange a time to pay over a period of time to manage those problems. By not planning for those pinch points and those cash flow difficulties, that can lead to much bigger problems. For example, if you don't tell your suppliers that there's going to be a late payment, they are likely to take debt collection action, and that could actually lead to the formal insolvency of your business. Or perhaps they'll put your account on stop and therefore you won't get your supply, and that could lead to longer term issues within your supply chain and you being able to supply your customers. By managing your short-term cash flow problems, that will help you on a day-to-day basis, but actually if you're continuously having those issues, you really need to understand the underlying cause of them. So that really means putting together a much wider projection which includes your balance sheet, your profit and loss account and your cash flow, which tie in together. And from the businesses that I see, quite often those cash flow problems are caused by profitability issues, which again, because of the recession, they're much more difficult to plan for and they're much bigger, particularly with the increased energy costs. We've got wage inflation, and perhaps your business has got interest costs on borrowing that you didn't have pre-pandemic. Having those projections will allow the management to make their key business decisions, and that's going to involve looking at their business plan and making changes to that business plan. It will be really specific to your business, but some of the people that I'm working with at the moment, we're looking at closing certain stores in retail outlets, we're looking at going into new markets, we're looking at reducing the fixed cost base, we're looking at working through the night where they get a reduced energy cost. There are lots of things that your business can do depending on your particular circumstances. For directors of limited companies that are struggling, they need to be really mindful of their directors' duties, because limited companies have limited liabilities for directors and shareholders unless the directors have breached their duty to the company in any way. And in those circumstances where there's a formal insolvency, an insolvency practitioner can try and claw back funds from directors where they've breached that liability and it's caused loss to the company. Therefore, if you are a director, make sure you're aware of your responsibilities and your duties, and make sure that you're keeping a document of the decisions that you're making. So make sure there's proper minutes of the meetings and documenting why you make certain decisions. If your business is struggling, we can help you. Here at PKF Francis Clark, we've got a team of business recovery experts who've got experience in helping people in very difficult situations finding a pathway through their problems. We'll help you understand your position and understand all of the options that are available to you. Our focus is always on saving the business. There are lots of funding solutions and restructuring tools that we can use to ensure the survival of your business. Where that's not possible, we will hold your hand through the process and make it as painless as possible for you so that you completely understand and you're in control of the situation. If you're concerned about your business, please do get in touch. We're happy to do a free initial meeting where we can talk through the options available to you and how we can work together. And the sooner that you come to see us, the more options that we have available to ensure the survival of your business. So please get in touch and we can talk about how we might be able to help you.